Welcome to Loving God and Loving Life. We're in 1 Corinthians 11, where the theme is instructions for public worship and order in public meetings. Paul here is addressing there had been some divisions created among them. And friends, this is still so true today. I think this is the most profound verse in the whole book, just what it means to me. In verse 19 of 1 Corinthians 11 here, he says, there must be divisions among you so that those of you who have God's approval will be recognized. He's speaking totally tongue-in-cheek. He's calling them out, saying how he knew that there were divisions among them is because, again, this pride that he'd kind of been dealing with, this intelligence of their brains, he'd been dealing with this throughout this book. And again, it's one of the ways you can tell if my brain is ruling over my heart, that divisions get created. And Paul says that divisions is what enables me to prove that I have God's favor. I'm a little bit higher up in God. I have deeper knowledge. I have higher knowledge, however you want to say it. Gang, this is so prevalent even today. I can remember so distinctly. I think by the grace of God, I've been delivered from this completely now. But the first 10, 15 years of my Christian experience, I so distinctly remember all the teaching that I was feeding on, the teachers that I were listening to, very clearly. They couldn't be more clear that we had the deep stuff. Oh yeah, and then they would even mention other denominations or groups, and it was always very clearly understood that they were a little bit shallow, and we had the deep stuff. Friends, that is so dangerous, and it's so untrue. Looking back, I realized that 99% of that stuff that they were teaching as deep stuff was just sheer baloney. Here's the bottom line, my friends. Jesus Christ has come in the flesh. God walked this planet and bore the sin of all mankind. I can't get a corner on that. And you know what? You don't have a corner on it either. You don't have a greater edge. You don't have a leg up on the grace of Jesus Christ. You don't. And if you think you do, if you think you have some deeper insight into the grace of Jesus Christ, it's actually an indication that you're immature, not mature. You can't get a corner on the market of Jesus. He has borne the sin of the entire world, and it's all His grace. It's all free grace. LifeChurch doesn't have a corner on that. We aren't deeper. We're not higher. We live by grace. We live by the same exact grace that's available to every human being. I'm going to say it again. I have no corner on that market. And if you're going through this devotional thinking, if I study every book of the New Testament, I'm going to get knowledge nobody else has. Friends, yeah, we're going to learn some things, but really they end up being relatively simple things that lead us into a place of grace. They don't lead us to pride. They don't lead us to thinking we're better than other Christians. No. They lead us to a place of grace where it's just fuel for the mission. It's more energy, it's more grace, it's more love to get back out there and do the only thing that really matters, and that's love God and love people. No, we have no corner on that. The grace of Jesus Christ is available to all men. God, send us one person today to share your love with. My friends, that's the only thing that really counts. Sharing your heart and your love. And it's loving God like that. That's the only way to end up with a life that you love.